Chapter 3. Pretty Wales. Dr. John Dee has been visiting Her Highness Bess Tudor, a Princess of the Blood, at her apartments in the White Tower, London, EC3N4AB. I stood and watched the rain falling from the safety of the middle tower. I sheltered there, like a babe snuggled within its matron's bosom. I was safe amid the billowing frontage of the heavy stone edifices that dominate the southwestern wall of the White Tower. I would normally be expected to slide in and out of the building through the tradesman's entrance, which you will know is off Watergate, and where goods that have been shipped downriver entered the castle. Nowadays, the people have started calling it Traitor's Gate, as more often than not, political prisoners arrive quietly amid the sad vegetables, each having won the booby prize in the lottery of life, a free, one-way journey to the torture chamber. They pass under London Bridge, where they can briefly converse with the heads of other traitors, which are prominently displayed there. All who enter this way know their fate will be the same. However, today, I needed to head into town, so I stood under the shelter of that giant white stone-walled bosom, looked up at the sad grey skies, and waited for a gap in the rain. Today, I had my new invention with me. I called it an umbrella, from the Greek for shade. The idea came to me after my last visit to the princess. It was a simple idea. I had converted an old sun parasol into something more useful. I mean, who needs sun parasols nowadays? These sun parasols are popular with the employees of the Far East Company, incorporating India and Siam, a company of the merchants of London, who, as the name would suggest, trade in the Far East, India, and Siam. They had a great trade across the empire and utilized their divine rights of mercantile exploitation, depredation, and pillaging of the subjugated for the greater good of the king, the empire, and commerce. They specialize in the acquisition of gold, silver, and jewels, also cotton, silk, indigo dye, salt, saltpeter, tea, coffee, and of course opium. This new invention of mine involved coating the cotton part of the parasol with waterproof black tar, which I had acquired from a shipwright. I hoped this would keep the rain from my head in these persistent downpours. I was still being cautious, however. The prototype looked good, and I had obviously tested it by pouring copious amounts of water onto it, and it seemed to operate as I had expected. And yet, it was untested in the real world. I cautiously peered out across Pretty Wales and watched as the rain fell in huge goblets. It formed large puddles amid the cobbles that stretch across All Hallows Square. I hesitated a few moments more before stepping onto the wooden bridge that led over the moat. The yeoman warders regarded me with suspicious minds, but they, by nature, are a sceptical bunch. I tucked the leather roll that contained my scrolls tighter up under my arm and pulled up my hood before I released the umbrella by depressing a small button on its handle. The umbrella shot upwards, unfurled, as I shook it, and for a moment it worked beautifully. Then a gust of wind caught it, and it soared off the end of the handle. I watched despondently as the eddy carried it up, and away, swirling in the gusts of wind as it floated away, down the river. The last sighting of it came from a boat fishing for lobster in the wild northern seas, just below Scarborough Castle. Now there was something. Flight. Could my umbrella be developed into the means of man achieving his ultimate dream, becoming able to fly like a bird? I would ponder the idea, and doing so, I shrugged my shoulders and suddenly realized that the remaining handle would make a fine walking stick. I took one brave step for man and strode willingly out into the rain. I kept my fingers crossed and hoped I would not melt in front of the eyes of those yeomen. Please press the like icon. It really helps with the algorithm. Click subscribe to be notified of further installments. You can find more information and other videos at mortalcritters.com. The Mortal Critters ebook is available at Amazon, and the paperbacks are available at all good bookstores.